Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing something super fun and I'm going to be doing two different sets of nails for you guys. On one hand, I'm going to be using this new purple polygel kit, and then on the other hand, I'm going to be using this blue polygel kit. I'm calling this like a blue versus purple polygel kit video, but I mean, they are essentially like the same kit, just in different colors. These are super similar to the pink polygel kit that we have looked at before, but these are a simpler version, and also they did come out with a simpler version of that pink polygel kit. In these kits, you pretty much only get the basics, so you get the couple polygels, the cleanser, a file, the brush, and the top and base coat, opposed to in the other pink polygel kit you got a bunch of other stuff. You got a little light, you got the rhinestones, the glitters, and this like whole little decorating set. But in this one you get that, plus I think you do get some dual forms, if I'm correct, but I may not be. Yes, you do get some dual forms in here as well. So I am just going to set this pink one aside because we've already done the pink polygel kit before, and we're going to focus on the blue and the purple. So I'm going to be doing a different color for each hand, and we'll stick to a theme. So one hand will be entirely purple and one hand will be entirely blue, and that way I can show you guys two different sets, and I thought that that would be fun to do opposed to just trying to mix them together and make like one set out of both. Because I just did my hair purple, we're going to start out with the purple polygel kit. Here is all of this. Let's go through the shades that you get in here. So I'm not going to show you guys this one because this is just a clear and we know what that looks like, but let's go through these other shades. So first and foremost, we get this light purple, then a little bit of a darker purple, and last but not least, a super dark purple. So it does not look like you get any jelly colors in here, which is a little bit of a disappointment because I loved the jelly pink in the pink polygel kit, but it's okay. I still do really like all these shades. So because this does not come with like a decorating kit or anything like that, I'm going to use other materials and stuff today, but I'm gonna keep it on theme and make sure that it's all purple, which I think is pretty fair. All right, so in addition to the purple polygels, I'm gonna also use some of these flowers. I have some purple ones in there. I'm gonna be using this purple glitter, and I'm also going to be using some of this purple film. I am also going to actually be using these Model Ones forms instead of the ones that come in the kit, because the ones that come in the kit are curved ones and these are straight forms. And these ones just fit my nails so much better. I have an issue with my nails breaking anytime I use regular dual forms, but my nails do not break when I use these ones. So I will be using these ones instead. Now, I am going to put on a peel off base coat just because I do have other videos I need to film soon and stuff like that. So I actually have, this is the only peel off base coat that I have, but it's worked well for me in the past, and it's a peel off base coat for glitter, but I just use it as a regular peel off base coat for any other artificial nail that I put on. I'm going to just do that first and foremost. I know my nails look really rough right now. I just took out my other set of nails, the 1, 2, 3 Go ones. If you want a update on how the eNail Couture 1, 2, 3 Go nails lasted, make sure to watch till the end and I will give an update. Alright, so this does take quite a bit of time to dry, so I will see you guys back in just a moment. Okay, so it is all dry. So now I am going to pull out my little mini LED lamp that I love, and we're still going to use the base coat that comes in the kit. So for both kits, I will just use the same purple base and top coat because why would I open one if I don't absolutely have to, you know? I feel like there's no point in opening the blue ones if I already have the purple ones open. So now I'm just going to cure those nails really quick. This little lamp has not steered me wrong. I know some of you said that you use it as well and you've used it to cure everything. The only time I don't use this little lamp is when my nails are too long and they like stick out the end. Other than that, I always use this little lamp. Okay, so that is all cured now. So let's pull out the forms. Just going to try to size these really quick. I am first going to pour out some of the cleanser. And here is the little brush and spatula tool. So I'm gonna grab some of this clear and I'm gonna just do a little thin layer to start out with. That way I can put some glitter or some flowers or whatever. But this is just gonna be a super thin layer. And because I'm not keeping these on super long, for you guys, will do not super long nails. This is purple, right? Just like a different shade of purple. I'm gonna go with yes. And go ahead and stick that there. And then I'm gonna open this glitter. This glitter is really pretty. And I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit of that and put some around this. And then I'm gonna open up this lighter purple and then I'm going to put some of that on the inside. I'm hoping that this doesn't make it too thick, but I think we'll be okay. I probably should have cured that. That's my bad, totally. I thought about it the second I put this other Polygel. I will remember next time for sure. So this is what this looks like on the outside. Now I'm going to stick this on my nail and it is sticking pretty well. Just going to do some tiny bit of cleanup around and a tiny bit underneath. Here we go with that. So now let's cure it. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Yay! Pretty. It actually looks super good. I actually really like that. So here is that close up. Now let's move on to the other nails. Okay, so I have to once again file the sides of these forms because they're so square at the cuticle. I don't know why. They match my thumb just fine, but the rest of my nails are like super round at the cuticle and these are super square. So I do have to customize these a bit. Okay, so same sort of idea starting at the beginning. Here's a little bit of this clear and we will mush that out. Then I'm just going to cut up a tiny little strip or two of this film and try to get these all lined up nicely. It's hard to tell which side is which for these. Now I'm just going to give that like a little bit of a flash cure. That way when we put the other Polygel on it, it doesn't move like it did with this last one. I'm gonna pull out this darker Polygel, the darkest one, and give that a little bit of a squeeze on there. And then time to put it on. This one might be a little bit thick. That's my bad. It's so hard to gauge when you do a design underneath. You gotta do it like so thin. But it is time to cure. Okay, you know what? This one's gonna need a little bit of work. I'll have to file that down probably quite a bit. It's okay though. I'm gonna do another one with flowers because I think it is really pretty. I'm gonna try to do everything extra thin now that I learned my lesson about it being too thick. Like really thin. And I actually think, it worked out better when I didn't cure it. I think curing it was the problem. So now let's try to just do this on top again because I felt like when I cured it, it made it too thick and so my real nail I couldn't properly squish down in. I think it's gonna do much better. I've been meaning to get some of those clear little clamps to put on my nails while they cure and so I don't have to hold them down with my finger, but I bought a super big kit from Wish, this huge giant, the biggest and most expensive Polygel kit from Wish that I could find, but it's been 6 weeks and so I don't know if it's actually coming or not, so we'll have to see about that, but just know that if it does ever come, that's gonna be a video. I feel like half of my videos are waiting for stuff to come in. Pretty. This next one, just a tiny bit of clear, just enough to put some glitter in. Then I'm gonna get this other shade that we haven't tried so far. This one kind of does look like the first shade though, just a little bit darker. Ooh, this one's gonna squish out a lot. The problem with these forms, for me, I love the fact that they're straight. They just like really, none of them like fit my nails like super well. Like it's fine, it just means I have to like end up filing a bit more than I would like to with these, but it's okay. And then for the last one, I think I'm gonna do more of these little film strips. I just love these. These are so pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of clear. I really hope that you guys like this video because I think this video is gonna end up being super long. Hopefully that's okay. And then next, I think I'm just going to grab, I don't remember which one was which. I think I'm gonna try to grab the one from the beginning to leave off with. Okay, so here are these so far. I need to file them down, make them not so lumpy. Let me clean this up really quick. So now it is time to file, so I'm gonna bring out my handy, why can't I think of the name? Dust collector. And I probably will use my electric file just a little bit because I did this one so thick right here that I've got to file it down. So I'm gonna do that, and then other than that, for most of these, like this one, most of them, all I have to do is just file down the sides, but for this one I gotta file down with my electric file a little bit. I'm not sure what shape I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just went and washed off my hands to get all the dust off, and now I'm gonna put the top coat on and just a couple of these purple gems, if I can get this open. Just a couple though. I went with like a sort of square-ish coffin shape, as you can see. And then I'm just going to top coat the rest of these. You can't really see the strips of the paper in this one very much. I think too much of the colored polygel squished through. Actually, you know what? No, looking at it, you can kind of see it. Then for these, again, because I am not planning on keeping these on for a super long time, I am just going to use the top coat to adhere a couple of these gems. If you want them to stay, you should use some actual like rhinestone gel or some glue or something like that. With top coat, they might last like, you know, a couple days, but if you want them to last like more than that, you gotta adhere them a little better. There we go. Okay, so here is the purple set of nails. I think my favorite nail is still this like first one right here. All right, so now it seems like the video would be done, but we're only halfway through. So I'm gonna grab an energy drink at this point and I'll be back. So I was going to just like reuse like the top and base coat and everything like that from the purple kit for the blue kit, but I decided it would ruin like my whole aesthetic of like purple and then blue. It like mixed them, so I'm gonna just use the blue completely. All right, blue polygel kit time it is. Now I'm not gonna do like a similar set of nails or anything like that. I'm gonna decorate them completely differently. I think it'd be really boring to watch me do like one set but just in two different colors. So we're going to mix it up a little bit for this. So everything is exactly the same except for the colors. So let's just grab these out and so we can swatch the polygels. Again, this one right here is just a clear, so we don't need to swatch that one. I'm not sure if this one has any jelly colors either. So a really light baby blue, like a mid-tone blue. It's almost like a little bit of a muted color, if you ask me. You're not, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And then this one looks promising. It looks like it's gonna be really dark. Ooh, pretty. I already like this one. This one is like a super dark blue, which I really like this one. I honestly think I'm a little partial to this blue kit. I don't know, I just like these shades a lot more than I like the purple ones, I think. I already put my peel off base coat on this hand. So now it is time to put this base coat on. Cure this one really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna once again use the dual forms just because I do want them to be somewhat in the same, you know, shape and stuff like that. So with these ones, I'm not going to put any inlays, and instead I think I'm going to do some foils on them. So we'll be using a bit more of this Polygel this time. What did I say? We're gonna be using more of this Polygel. We won't be using the clear is what I'm trying to say. Wow, what is wrong with me? Okay, so this one I'm just going to do this one blue. I really love these colors. I don't know, I think this one is already my favorite. The thumb is always the easiest. Popping these off is my favorite part. Ooh, I got an air bubble there. That's okay, we can fix that super easily. Just grab it, like literally the smallest amount. And then we'll just brush over that. And it's like nothing ever happened. For this one, I want to try to do an ombre. So in my head, I gotta try to think how I want to do this. So I think it should go from light to dark, right? Okay, so let's put the dark down first, but up here, and then this one is just so opaque. I'm like trying to thin it out, but get this other one. I'm gonna do the lightest one now. I'm trying to like thin it out so it'll ombre nicely, and I'm having to use so much of the slip solution that it's like dripping everywhere. All right, well, you know, I did my best. I just hold that down there. Ta-da! Maybe we can call it like tie-dye or something. I don't know. It's okay though. I mean, like if I put some foil over it, it'll probably look good. Then it'll look ombre. We'll see. All right, so you know what? This one's interesting. That's all I got to say about it. I really love this dark color though, so I'm going to stick to that right now. And just do a whole nail of it. I do worry a tiny bit just because like this blue is so dark but so opaque that if it's like fully curing or not. This one is going so much messier. I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's because it's my not dominant hand, so I'm not as clean with it. I'm trying though. Okay, you know what? These ones aren't coming out quite as clean, but I'll shape them up once we're done. Then just one full nail. I think I'm using too much product. It's my problem, so I'm gonna try to lessen that. Is this making anyone else anxious? Oops. Here we go. This should be a lot better. This one doesn't have nearly as much product on it. Here we go, that one. And then, okay, last one. For this one, I'm just gonna use whatever I have left over that's like squished out of the tubes on this one. For this one, the more exciting process will be like after all of the nails are on themselves, because the decorating is gonna come afterwards, really, and not necessarily like during the whole nail application. I got like a little something going on here where I have all of the colors. I thought that would be fun. And then I am wiping it with some of the cleanser just because they get all sticky if you don't do that. And then now I'm going to just file them all down into the same length shape, and then we will get on to the fun part. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my foil glue and I'm gonna put a good layer of that over here. And you gotta make sure you cure it for a full 60 seconds or it will not really work very well and you're not gonna get any of the stickiness. You'll just get some squishiness. While I'm curing this, I want to talk about one of my nails lifted and I thought it was because of the base coat, but it turns out I actually did a layer of polygel that was a little bit too thick. So with these blue ones, they are so opaque that you do have to be careful with how thick you're doing them because otherwise they are not going to cure all the way through. I feel like the purple ones just all had a little bit of sheerness to them, not in like a jelly way, but just as they're just not quite as opaque as the blue ones. So do keep that in mind. Pretty. All right, let's do that to the rest of them. I feel like I can't explain how much I love foils. I'm never, and probably will never ever be, that good at nail art, and so I feel like foils have come such a long way. When I first started doing nails, when I first sort of got into nails, I used to do foils and they always turned out so splotchy and everything like that. But now, I don't know if I've just gotten better or the products have gotten better, but nowadays, all of my foils come out so good. Like, look at that. So good. I took off way more than I needed for this. Usually whenever I have my long nails, it takes like such long strips to do foils with. So pretty. I know it's a little rough around my cuticles. With the peel off base coat, I like wanna be careful not to like file like too into my cuticle and like have it break the seal and so it like lifts up while I'm filming. Like if it does it in like, you know, a day or something, that's fine, but I just want it to be at least a little bit intact right now. So let's put on the top coat now. But you know what you do if your cuticles are looking rough? Do you know? That's right, we put rhinestones on them. So I am going to use the iridescent rhinestones on these ones just because I feel like they'll match these ones a lot better. And I am going to, again, just stick them right into the top coat. But if you want them to last, don't stick them into the top coat. Do like a gel, then put top coat on top of that. Ooh, too much energy drink, it's starting to shake. I get asked a lot, like, how long did this set take you? I've been filming for, I think, 4 hours now. Each set did not take me a lot of time. It's just filming it. It's so hard to gauge when you're filming it, like how long things take you, because I have to make sure that I'm like in focus and I have to stop, change batteries, and you know, just kind of make sure that I get everything on camera, and that just takes a little longer than it would if I'm not filming. Like I can crank out a set pretty quickly if I'm not filming it. Then I'm just going to give everything a nice long cure. So here is the blue set. I just put some cuticle oil on the thumb. Here is the purple set. Here are both sets together. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've tried to put a lot of work into this video with the face cam and everything like that. You'll have to tell me which set of nails is your favorite, either the blue or the purple. It would really mean a lot to me if you would give this video a thumbs up. I super appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye! So here is a 1 week update on the eNail Couture 123 Go nails. All intact, no bending or anything like that. I know a lot of people ask about the bending. I personally did not have any issues with that. And I think they all still look really good except for the little bit of like dirtiness on the top up here, but I've been really rough on these, and that also might be hair dye from dyeing my hair. But yeah, other than that, they still look good. So that was 1 week. At some point I do hope to keep these on and do a longer wear test, but that's what I have for you today.